I sat staring at the same paragraph for 45 minutes straight. My eyes were scanning the words, but nothing was going into my brain. I had 6 browser tabs open, my phone buzzing every 30 seconds, and this overwhelming feeling that my brain was turning into soup. I thought I was just lazy. Turns out, I was completely wrong about what focus actually is. Let me take you back to my lowest point. It was a random Wednesday afternoon, and I was trying to finish a simple work report that should have taken maybe an hour. 4 hours later, I had written 3 sentences. 3 sentences. But here's the crazy part. I wasn't watching YouTube or scrolling social media. I was genuinely trying. My laptop was open, the document was right there, and I wanted to work. But my brain felt like someone had wrapped it in thick fog. I'd read the same sentence 5 times and still have no idea what it said. My eyes would drift to my phone, then back to the screen. Then, I'd remember something random from 5 years ago. Then, check my email. Then, forget what I was even supposed to be doing. It felt like trying to grab smoke with my bare hands. This wasn't just a work problem. I couldn't focus on conversations, people would be talking to me, and I'd realize I hadn't heard a single word for the past 2 minutes. I couldn't watch a movie without checking my phone a dozen times. I couldn't read a book for more than 5 minutes without my mind wandering to something completely unrelated. My girlfriend actually said something that hit me hard. She said, "It's like you're never actually here. Even when you're sitting right next to me, you're somewhere else." That hurt, because she was right. I tried everything the internet told me to try. I downloaded focus apps that blocked distracting websites. I put my phone in another room. I tried the Pomodoro technique. I drank more water. I got more sleep. I exercised in the morning. Nothing worked. If anything, it was getting worse. Then one night, I was doom-scrolling Reddit at 2 a.m., and I came across this comment from a neuroscience researcher. They said something that stopped me cold. Most people think focus is about forcing attention. It's actually about managing your brain's energy budget. Energy budget? I had never heard focus described that way before. I went down a massive research rabbit hole that night. Turns out your brain uses about 20% of your body's total energy, despite being only 2% of your body weight. And focus isn't some unlimited resource you can just force. It's an energy-expensive process that your brain will actively avoid if it's not getting what it needs. Here's what I discovered that changed everything. Focus problems aren't usually about willpower or discipline. They're about 3 specific things quietly destroying your brain's ability to concentrate. The first thing is something called attention residue. Every time you switch tasks, even for a second, a part of your attention stays stuck on the previous task. Check your phone during work? Part of your brain is still thinking about that notification 5 minutes later. This residue builds up throughout the day until your focus is completely fragmented. Research from the University of California found that it takes an average of 23 minutes to fully refocus after a single distraction. 23 minutes. Most people get distracted every 3 to 5 minutes. Do the math. You never actually reach deep focus at all. The second thing is glucose depletion. Your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for focus, burns through glucose fast. When your blood sugar crashes, so does your ability to concentrate. This is why you can focus perfectly fine at 10 a.m., but by 3 p.m., your brain feels like static. But here's the third thing, and this is the one nobody talks about: emotional regulation. Drain. Your brain uses the same energy for focus that it uses to manage emotions and stress. If you're anxious, stressed, or dealing with unprocessed emotions, your brain is already burning energy on that. There's nothing left for focus. This explained everything. I was trying to force focus while my brain was running on empty, constantly switching tasks and dealing with background stress. I wasn't broken. My brain just had nothing left to give. Once I understood this, I completely changed my approach. Instead of trying to force myself to focus harder, I started managing my brain's energy budget. Here's exactly what I did. First, I implemented what I call energy blocks. I stopped trying to focus all day and instead created 3 90-minute blocks where I protected my brain's energy ruthlessly. No phone, no email, no switching tasks. Just one thing for 90 minutes. But here's the key. Between blocks, I actually rested. Not check social media rest. Real rest. I'd close my eyes for 5 minutes, walk outside, literally do nothing. This let my brain recharge its glucose and clear attention residue. Second, I fixed my blood sugar. I stopped skipping breakfast. I ate protein with every meal. I kept healthy snacks at my desk, nuts, fruit, things that give steady energy. The difference was immediate. That 3 p.m. brain fog, gone. Third, and this was huge, I started doing a 10-minute emotion dump every morning. I'd write down everything stressing me out or bothering me. Just getting it out of my head freed up massive amounts of mental energy for actual focus. The results were insane. Within 2 weeks, I could work for 90 minutes straight without my attention drifting once. Projects that used to take me all day were done in 2 hours. I could actually be present in conversations. I finished 3 books that month. I hadn't finished 1 book in the previous 6 months. But the biggest change was how my brain felt. Instead of that constant fog and mental exhaustion, I felt sharp, clear, like someone had finally turned the lights on in my head. Here's what most people get wrong about focus. They think it's about fighting distraction. It's actually about setting up conditions where your brain has enough energy to focus naturally. Your brain wants to focus. Deep focus is actually its preferred state. It's more energy efficient than constant task switching. But you have to give it the resources it needs. If you're struggling with focus right now, stop blaming yourself. You're not lazy or undisciplined. Your brain is just running on empty while you're asking it to do energy-expensive work. Try this for 1 week. Pick 3 90-minute blocks for deep work. Protect them ruthlessly. No phone, no email, no switching. Between blocks, actually rest. Fix your blood sugar with protein and regular meals. Spend 10 minutes each morning clearing emotional clutter. Your focus will come back. Not because you forced it, but because you finally gave your brain what it needs to do, what it's naturally designed to do. If this resonated with you, drop a comment below with the one thing that's been destroying your focus lately. And if you want more content about understanding your brain, instead of fighting it, hit that subscribe button. I drop new videos every week on the psychology and neuroscience of actually changing your life. Trust me, once you understand how your brain actually works, everything gets easier.